Welcome, Professor Jacoby. I see that the lawyer witnesses who support the corporate two-step have maneuvered to outnumber you 3-1 on this panel. So stand your ground. It's good to have you here. Ms. Knapp offered a pretty compelling point, which is that by virtue of stalling her dad's recovery until after he had died, the system, the corporate potentially liable party here, was able to extinguish his pain and suffering claims, make them vanish. Whereas if they'd had to address them while he was alive, they would be a part of his recovery. Is that a legitimate use of delay by corporate defendants? And is it a real problem? Is she stating something that is a significant problem we should pay attention to?
Senator Whitehouse, I think your question goes to the very different environment of mass tort cases, especially preceded by divisive mergers where there's not an operating company in bankruptcy. And the great majority of commercial, big corporate Chapter 11s that I believe that Mr. Hessler spends his time on, where it's less likely that one would fall into this circumstance. There should be many tools to keep Chapter 11s moving. If anything, some Chapter 11s may go too quickly, but that is not what's happening here in these divisive merger cases. They are indeed stalled. And there are real consequences.
That's what I was trying to get you to.
I'm sorry, Senator Whitehouse. Life and death. And I think that is very important. It's bankruptcy and the experts in bankruptcy talk a lot about money. And of course they do. And in a lot of situations, that's all that's at stake. These kind of claims involve accountability, making sure something like this doesn't happen again, honoring and acknowledging misconduct and letting people tell their stories. And bankruptcy is not designed for all of those things. Maybe it could be. So I am very worried about the concerns that you raised, Senator Whitehouse.
So let's talk a little bit more about money. Mr. Haas made the point that the Johnson & Johnson bankruptcy fund measured favorably against the assets of the subsidiary JJCI. It strikes me that Johnson & Johnson controls what assets are in JJCI. There are innumerable ways within a corporate structure of moving assets between subsidiaries. Why should the argument that we're doing better?
Greetings, friends. I have breaking news to share with you today. More and more lawmakers are beginning to consider new relief bills. The legislation will financially benefit millions of U.S. households. Lawmakers have also confirmed that these new rebate checks will put money back into the pockets of Americans. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen has just made a big announcement on the current state of our economy. So friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to learn more about this. Also, to say thank you for being part of this community. Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. According to state officials, property tax relief for Wyoming residents is set for consideration after several bills were approved by the legislature's Joint Revenue Committee. Tax relief was a hot-button issue during the 2023 session and was very critical of the Wyoming legislature's failure to provide substantial property tax relief for the residents. The committee considered a bill to establish a property tax exemption of 25.6% of the fair market value for a property used as someone's primary residence. Currently, the average home in Wyoming is worth $400,000, meaning about $100,000 will be exempted. The average exemption would result in a property tax decrease of about $664 for Wyoming residents. The tax exemptions would be capped at $200,000, resulting in a property tax decrease of approximately $1,328. The Joint Revenue Committee approved the bill by a vote of 11-3, and it is set for consideration in the 2024 budget session. The committee also considered a bill intended to provide relief for long-term Wyoming residents with a property tax exemption. So the primary residence of an individual who is at least 65 years old, who has also paid property taxes in Wyoming for at least 30 years, would be eligible for a property tax exemption of 50% of the assessed value. Legislators expanded the property tax refund program during the 2023 session with House Bill 99. House Bill 99 made homeowners earning up to 125% compared to the original 75% of the state's or county's median income level eligible for the refund program. Under the current program, refund totals are capped at half of the median property tax amount in each county. Eligible homeowners have also been claiming their property tax rebate up to $675. The amount of the rebate is the property taxes paid on the principal Montana residence for 2022. The department will process claims as they are received and then distribute rebates by December 31st, 2023. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen is confident that American consumers, businesses, and banks will be able to survive rising interest rates, and she believes the Fed's battle to slay the inflation dragon appears to be going rather well. Yellen, who was attending a World Bank annual meeting this week, also dismissed fears that a strong jobs report could actually prove to be a negative for the economy. She also noted that core inflation, which excludes fast-moving prices in food and energy, is actually really well. So over the past 12 months, inflation has been slashed as the Fed raised rates to their highest levels in 22 years this past summer to now sit at 5.5%. It seems to be working. In August 2023, inflation sat at 3.7%, down from 8.3% the year prior. The August figure was also driven in part by an increase in oil, which peaked at $3.98 per gallon in the third week of the month. Janet Yellen also refused to concede that a strong jobs report for September was anything other than a good thing for the United States economy. The jobs report published by the Bureau of Labor Statistics showed the economy added approximately 336,000 jobs, considerably higher than August's net gain of 227,000 jobs. Secretary Yellen dismissed such concerns, saying the report was impressive and should be seen as a positive, not a negative. Wall Street is less convinced by Yellen's take on the jobs report. The U.S. Treasury market, which is the foundation of the much global financial system, is currently seeing a 16-year high in its 10-year bond yields. But Yellen remained unfazed by the notion that interest rates are causing any dysfunction in the American market. Her confidence was echoed to some extent by Wharton professor Jeremy Siegel, who wrote that the economy's strength should not lead to the Fed to push for any further rate hikes. So, dear friends, what are your thoughts on the current state of our economy? Please let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Well, my awesome and most amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Dearest friends, thank you so much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, Every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos, and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways. Thank you, and have a wonderful and very blessed week.